I'm not, am I?
Done messed.
Okay. Well, regardless, we'll get on in. There we go. Trules is in the mix here. Larry Banks, Baby Bay, 3 for 1. The exchange and Faze Clan all over the B site quickly.
What do you know? Baby Bay moved fast with a jet into a site. Color?
No one's surprised. Retake now on the way. Reality. Trying to isolate. That's a player in the corner. Just not pulling the trigger fully. Finally gets the headshot. Gets traded. Pauly, last one. Oh, actually able to delete the turret at range, which is decent news. 1v2. Gravity Well comes out. Nobody peeking for now. Just pulling from the defusal, and they're shot up around the flank. No problems.
Footing if there's a big gap. And yeah, there's obviously one in this round.
And I do encourage all of you audience members out there to really pay more attention to what utility is purchased round after round. Okay, well, maybe I need to silence myself here because it doesn't seem to matter when there's a Marshal in the hands. 2 opening kills, no problem. No armor was really purchased at full, so high value with the Sniper Rifle Junior. Oh boy, Baby Bay 3. And now it's just down to Reality and J13.
Yeah, the reality is
one enemy remaining.
Done and dusted.
Flawless.
Yes, it I see exactly what you did there. You're like defensively for Carpe Noctem, so maybe a chance to contest, although the blades are up for Baby Bay. And Larry Banks, Bucky is in prime position here. Although Trules is getting a bit of a defuse off, cut short from getting it halfway. And for Pauly and co, it's now a 2v4 and the flank is not successful. Pauly on 21 HP, going to be denied by a shot up, and Faze Clan off to a very fast start. Is to immediately contest, so Fly will use this as a chance to plant. And for the retake, it's just down to, do you want to try to retake Garage here, or do you full funnel from your spawn side getting into C?
Yeah, this is going to be a tough one. Larry Banks has a great angle here by the double stack position. Dicey will pounce on that as well, and that is all she wrote in pretty much the blink of an eye. The kill feed flies in the top right-hand corner of your screen. Faze up 5-0.
Didn't bring this up in the pregame, but, you know, like we mentioned, like, you look at Dicey, Baby Bay, Shot Up. Those are 3 players that have established themselves as duelists in the past as we get first blood right through mid-map. But I think the question is, if you're going to trust your Sova and your Sentinel to come up to 2 players who have not played, you know, at a top level of North American Valor before, there is a lot of trust that comes with that. And you know, hey, Larry's earning the respect with this start he's had so far.
Yeah, the other good thing about having, like, former duelists in those roles is you know they're not afraid to be aggressive if you want to play an up-tempo style, which Faze is very much known for. But they're going to try to get aggressive at Garage and Long C, try to throw a wrench in Faze's plan early with the push, but Dicey with the double. It's the better end of that exchange. Now we're going to have to see Carpe Noctem scramble a bit here.
I don't love the call. You're down 07. You've only had, what, 2 full buy rounds so far? And your call is to try to aggressively take through C long. I get you're trying to stop some of this pressure from Faze Clan, maybe slow them down a touch, but I don't know. I just feel like at a certain point, you just got to let these weapons have a chance to fire back. Yeah. We'll get our 3v3 as there were some trades over the middle of the map, but still, there's nobody here at A, so Spike will be planted, no problem.
Yeah, Seekers use to kind of confirm free access to A site, so Spike will indeed go down. Retake now on Carpe Noctem. No ults available. Just have to go on with the weapons and basic utility. They had the Astra stars being put into play. Good Trailblazer, though, there from Dicey. Oh, my goodness.
Well, 4 for Dicey in the round pretty much guarantees it, unless Pauly's got something up our sleeves, which would mean you got to get through both of those Nano Swarms. You also have Fly, who's got a Hunter's Fury, just in case he needs to play clutch-up position from long A. One more Nano Swarm will continue to push Pauly off, and then Larry says, well, I know exactly where you're at. Chicken. Seagull, whatever that is.
At long C, so all Faze's options are still very much open, as we're going to see Reality maybe get a little too forward here. That Trailblazer's going to give him away. He'll get chased down by Baby Bay, and that's a great combo.
30 seconds left.
Man, that's a tough call for Reality. I get you're trying to get the first elimination, but with no rendezvous down, there is no exit. Hunter's Fury comes out now almost desperately. Tags Baby, but does not finish the elimination, as the Cosmic Divide will give full freedom here for Faze to work on in. But with the shock darts coming out, plus the flash, now you've actually got a quick contest. Carpe Noctem, they're trying to deny the spike from being planted in the first place. 7 seconds left on the clock. Baby down low. 2v2, and now Shut Up comes out. You got to find the kill. It's just Paulie. Can he find the 1v2? No. Shut Up, able to get the elimination just in the nick of time. Way, like,
yes, you could have won off time at that point if you just kind of held back a little bit. So that's tough.
10-0 into round 11. Aggression coming up, but Baby doesn't actually get into the Cloudburst. Fly there for a response, using the Hunter's Fury to secure one elimination, but it's a 2-for-1 exchange. Another round that in the opening is starting to pan out pretty darn nicely for Carpe Noctem. That said, though, Faze are not done with this site, as Larry still holds towards Garage, and the spike for a time was thinking about still committing, but Jay will make sure that that's not the case, and now we go to a 4v2.
Yeah, Hoppin and co. Kind of shutting this thing down. And it is just those 2 remaining members at Long C. But Spike in their possession, sure, but they're just going to have to kind of brute force their way through at this point. They still have time to fall back if they so choose, but may not get the chance with that one.
That's all she wrote. Okay, so Carpe on the board for the first time.
Absolutely. Once again, see a little bit of a scramble here. We're towards A main, dueling utility out there, but Baby Bay comes out on top, catching Reality before he can pop the rendezvous. Seekers will now go out as well here, forcing Paulie out there. Trying to run him down is going to be Larry Banks and co, but he does escape. Not all the way. Banks catches him from sewers, and now they have to retake 3 versus 5.
It's like one of the Seekers was still chasing down Hoppin on the Reyna through mid-map. There was never an exit for Truly, because you know exactly where the reinforcements are coming from, and it's just a free site, and you kind of wonder about Paulie just staying there for as long as he did. Now the gravity well. Shot Up will reap the reward of a double, and Baby Bay will put to rest the first half, 11-1. Big question here is our ops team very accurately moves over to Dicey's POV. He could foil this post-plant setup, but the kill doesn't come through. And now Carpe Noctem are aware of the threat. It's just down to, can the shots with these pistols come through? A little bit of body blocking here from Fly, but the problem is now both players are stuck into the gravity well. Headhunter out for Reality. Not quite finding any connections. Hold on a second. Faze are actually pushing forward. They're zoning off this post plant, and the ghosts wake up. Take the pistol.
There were so many people for Carpe Noctem that were so low on health, but still sticking around that long. But
I do encourage you audience members out there to kind of make sure we're always telling what utility we're bringing to the battlefield with this new UI. It's a very easy look at it, and oh boy, Aldrone, Faze with the Bucky. Looking to use that nicely. Shock Dart. Oh, you thought for a second it may chip some damage. The second one will land a little bit closer, but Trolls, no! Not like that!
Spike planted.
That's tough.
You know Trolls backwards is slurp. I don't know what that means, but out here giving you facts.
You know what? I didn't think about it, but my mind in the smallest way has been blown by that. So thank you.
Well, oh my. Well, you know, having some fun.
Wow.
Defenders
I mean,
win.
Look, we expect FaZe Clan to come out and run at opponents, but to do it that fast, that may be one of the fastest maps that I think you and I have ever casted together.
Hey, look, do make that under 2 press, as well as through long B. There is a quick flank in play, sure, but we're not going to get there fast enough to stop this plan. It's going to be all about the retake now.
Now tracking back where this flank is actually unfolding, but the problem is Larry collects 2. Hoppin round mid, opposite side of the wall is Baby Bay. No updraft, so has to either knife or wait for this wall to fade away, and Hoppin now knows this. Nice little 1v1 here.
Boy.
Baby Bay still wins it, even though Hoppin had the jump on him. Now Fly from behind. That'll be enough to start to stick for the defuse. Halfway done. Trolls got to get here. Got to get here. The right click's good. Now up the ropes comes this follow-up. There's the second, but Baby Bay at range. No problem to make sure the 1v3 doesn't come true. And with the halfway defuse, plenty of time to secure it.
We'll try to slow that down with the poison. Meanwhile,
And on the FaZe Clan zipline tour.
yeah, that's not the tour you want to go on. And gonna force the retake out of Faze, a man down.
Yeah, but
Let's
the
see how
thing
it
is,
plays out.
Chamber's not here. The reality is on the other side of the map, so technically speaking, this is a 4v4 for the retake. Vipers popped. Baby Bay first blood. Hoppin holding on to yellow with all of his might. Curving the Cloudburst. Larry now moving forward, using that as a chance to potentially get halfway through, but the resurrection comes out and Trules uses that as a little bit of a bait. 4 for Trules. And finally, Carpe Noctem get on the board. Because look, this is a tough pull in the bracket for anybody. But you're still hoping that this team
can't
can
have this
provide you
happen.
something. Yeah.
This can't happen. And this has happened so many rounds where Faze just walk up long B for free. They either get a kill or they get the intel, and they are able to more freely rotate towards middle and A. The only time that Carpe Noctem was able to stop that was last round, but it cost them 2 ults to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. And the thing is, you know, and I'm glad that you brought that point through, is like, yes, it's a tough pull, but like, this is still a team you're hoping to qualify with, and you're gonna have one more chance to try to do that.
Right.
So, a lot of problems currently for Carpe Noctem, especially this round, which is a 2v5 situation. They are on the A site, but how do you hold against all these Faze Clan members? The good news is maybe you've got an angle here from Hoppin, but no. It's actually Baby who just peels off the hairline of Hoppin, and Dicey finishes Trules.
Yeah, they have got to start spinning that Owl drone at long B.
Noctem to kind of steal a play out of your book there, Dust, as here they come quickly. Larry up top, good slow orb. That actually pins a player back even with the wall. But that said, Hoppin still makes his way through. Now the dismiss. Gets through a large majority of the slow orb. The Viper Pit also part of the problem here as FaZe Clan have lost the site for now. Thing about it is there are still members that could deal with this, including Dicey, who's got himself an Empress. J for 1. Immediately the trade comes out. That'll take care of the Viper's Pit. And now Baby Bay with knives. A chance to do the 2v2. The Fuse still needed, a Viper's Pit of their own. And Carpe Noctem are going to fall back and try to swoop around the side. Pauly catches one. That will make safe and delude away this Viper's Pit, leaving Baby Bay by himself. Recon Bolt, of course, revealing his location. Wall in between him and the Sage, but largely Baby Bay focused on where Pauly has gone, and he's lost him completely, although it may not make much of a difference. Time now a bit of a problem. Up top, the updraft not going to work. The quick scope also not going to connect, and now Time maybe the bigger opponent of the two between him and Trules.
Yeah, definitely needs to try to get out there and save that operator. 2 position. It's like a lot going to come down the shot up here at yellow. He's still in this fight, and he does. Now he can focus and help out at mid.
Oh, look at the focus. All of the FaZe blue arrows turned their attention to mid. Trules still wins the first. Snake Bite comes out. Counter slow orb in play. Jake tallies the second. Shot up in a little bit of trouble, but it's going to be allowed to live here. And now Bebe's here to help. Thought for a second that it was going to be an easy isolation, but not the case whatsoever. In reality, on 1 HP, gets hit with the classic through a wall.
To see it come out.
Oh, fly?
Hopping got spotted for sure. Oh, wow, he still wins the fight, though.
I was going to say, I thought the same, but Baby Bay's Oppa's not looking that direction. When trades come through, Larry will commit the res, and the gunfights afterwards start to favor FaZe. Got ourselves a 4v3 after the engagement mid-map. Spike has made its way through, but the problem is anyone seen shot up. He's still in a position to defensively hold on, and that is indeed the case. One more top window over by the kitchen. That should be tallied by any number of FaZe members. Larry will collect the kill, and then Shot Up is able to fully finish the reload and finish off reality.
Retake now with Larry Banks just kind of holding back. Now he's starting to call for rotations, though, so now he's got a couple teammates in place.
Oh my, Empress taken away. The res comes through, but the defense is now here. Also, it's starting to play in the flank. A couple of trades are solid for Carpe, and then a little bit of a miss from Dicey allows Trules to actually turn the numbers now favorably towards Carpe. They on the retake. Changed his focus just before he could connect, and we get a spike line.
Tough 2v3 retake here, especially with the positioning, but Reality and Trules are a little bit low on health, so there is still some ways in, especially if Shadow can connect with that Phantom.
A lot of sound there from Trules' point of view, but he expects Shot Up to come from behind. Now Baby Bay from the front, Shot Up from the back. Pauly still trying to hold tight corner. No, Shot Up still gets the kill. Now down to Trules, and you can just feel the frantic nature. Not sure what to look at. Shot Up will take 3 in the round, and FaZe Clan will push to 9. Shot Up is still in a position to potentially just use their own utility. Baby Bay to the knives. Golly. It's just, oh boy. Oh God.
Oh boy, stop. Please stop. I feel like I don't know. I'm trying to think of it. I feel like I'm like a part of this bystander effect where I'm just watching this horrific thing happen and I'm not doing anything about it. But what can I do other than talk about it with you? Because that's what I got paid to do.
Does that make us enablers?
I don't know, but that was brutal.
You know, that terrifying nature that came with FaZe Clan last year could definitely still be in the cards this year. Hop in, looking to deny this early play. Finds one, and then over the top. Trolls, no.
No. Faze is not looking back here. It's a spike will go down. It's only J13 and a Pauly left here. Try to bring this thing back. They're pretty much found out, though, already. Heal goes out as well, so now everyone on Faze fully healthy to hold this.
Here, one enemy remaining.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. You're going to see Faze walling over the screen here and getting deep into A site right now. We'll just get the kill on the shutout. Spike is going to go down. Baby Bay watching for this flank, which is definitely coming. Plenty
Yes,
up.
it is. Oh, gosh. Okay, well, here we go. Pinstripe kill feed. Numbers good for the defense, 3v2. 2v2.
Oh.
And now it's down. Fly, okay, hop in for 3. Able to dismiss away. Shots to the left. Truel's able to counter out Dicey's position, and CN will stay alive.
On long B, and so they could very easily get pinched. Just Pauly's going to send the owl drone through. It's going to give Hoppin even more cover. Is going to catch Larry Banks off guard. Blindsides, and now it's only Flya. Drone goes by him. He might catch Pauly off guard. Indeed, gets that frag, but still has to worry about Hoppin.
One enemy remaining.
Oh,
finds that as
my.
well. 1v1 now, and he has Spike in time.
The thing about this
30
is
seconds left.
Jay has not made a footstep yet. No one has any idea where the Viper is, and the wall is
true.
placed over towards A. So Fly, I think, thinks that there could be over towards A or mid. Does he check underneath here? Because this is exactly where Jay is.
That's a
Not
great
the
angle.
case. Yeah,
That was a
really
great
is.
angle from J13. He knew he, yeah, definitely will. Flank, though, coming pretty quick outside A. It's all going to come down to whether or not Baby Bay and company can stop this flank. Baby Bay takes the first few shots, but is forced to dash away. But there is a follow-up from Dicey and company, but they're losing their fight. Trules leading the charge.
Good double, but now staying alive. Baby switches the angle. Fly comes through to take care of Trules.
Last player standing.
But it might not make much of a difference. Just down to Fly. 1v3. Let's get an AR. Nearly the
Ooh.
transfer. Oh, nearly the transfer.
It's kind of deja vu from the previous round, if we're honest. We'll see if FaZe can handle it better. Empress is out. Oh, this could be so big. They peek with that leer. But that's a great 4-4 shot from Reality, but it's quickly traded, and now they are a man behind. And they know on FaZe's side that that Viper's still at A. But now they found out Pauly as well, but not before he gets a kill. So it's a 2v2. Tough spot for both teams, really. It could go either way now at this point.
The thing about this is, Baby Bay, you have to feel like is going to have the confidence to sit there and say, I can
knows
just
he can just
solo
go long
wrap
B
this
now.
B. Yeah, because you know this Viper's staying here, and I've got shot up making sure that if, you know, that Viper does leave, it should be killed on transition. So really this is just the trust of Baby Bay saying, I'll take this 1v1 versus Pauly. But will he be allowed to? Spike gets planted over the top of the second Hunter's Fury. Meanwhile, same breath,
no.
shot up finds the 1v1 on the opposite side of the map. So now if you're Pauly, you've got to go and got to go quickly. You know you've tagged up Baby Bay once, but where is he hiding? Doesn't quite guess correctly. Shock dart long. Pauly thinks he's rotated back over towards the safety of the spawn and yellow. That was not the case. FaZe take the 13-5, and they will leave day number 2, only dropping, what, 7 total rounds in their 2 matches they played.